Okay, kick it.
Hey everybody, this is Corey Salty Floyd at PAX Unplugged 2024. And again, I'm sitting with the man, the myth, the legend, Mike Pondsmith.
I don't know who started that line, but I'm going to kick their ass one of these days. Anyway, yeah, I'm Mike Pondsmith. I am the guy who killed your Cyberpunk character, and if you bring him back, I'll kill him again.
First and foremost, again, it's always excellent to see you. Everything going with Ultra Story Games has been on the up and up. The Edge Runner mission kit just came out, and more people
we're already out. You know, it's like I looked up there this last night, and they said we're out, and I said we can't be out. You know how much of that stuff we brought?
The load just got lighter.
Yeah. Which means I can take other people's stuff, more of it home. Yeah. More stuff in my library.
Yes. So I asked a few groups on the internet that are cyberpunk enthusiasts.
Okay.
A few questions, and I was like, if you could ask Mike Pondsmith a question, what would they ask? So,
okay.
First one. This is actually to the game, and I never thought about this.
Okay.
Is your favorite bird a flamingo? Because there's a lot of flamingos in and around the game.
In the video game?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, that's the great part, is that it's not my favorite necessarily, but I love flamingos. And also, there's kind of a running joke that Night City, as we ended up envisioning it, wasn't a Blade Runner city. It was more like if Los Angeles went really fucking dark. And the symbol of that sort of thing is like, you know, flamingos. You know,
okay.
the plastic flamingos that sit on the lawns.
Okay.
And that's why you have flamingos, because there's kind of a mockery of the entire idea of, you know, corporate home, everything fine, father knows best.
Right.
You know, and it doesn't hurt. I think one of the guys actually did a flamingo that works as a warning system as well. So, you know, you go up there, you go, this guy's got lawn flamingo.
Right. All right, so
let's try out here.
A great someone. This is another one that goes into the lore of the game and Cyberpunk Red.
Okay.
Morgan Blackhand.
Yeah. Where is he?
Where is he?
I'm not going to tell you. Okay, I am working out a new. Morgan will surface. He is alive, but I have about 10 years that Morgan's doing some fairly important stuff. And the best I can say is imagine if the Batman traveled a lot. You know, and he left Gotham City every so often to deal. And so, yeah, that's kind of, Morgan got out of the war and said, well, I got paid, but this was stupid. So Morgan is out and about. And it's not just Morgan, that's all I'll tell you.
Okay. Another question on top of that.
Okay. Is
Morgan aware of what happens in 2077, the game?
No, because the game, oh, you mean the events?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Morgan has been in Night City, but you wouldn't find him and notice it. And we have a deal, me and CD, which is they don't get to do something with Morgan until, you know, I agree to it. And so right now what's going on is I am building backstory into Red of what Morgan did to get up to 77. And you're going to see him in a couple other places that aren't necessarily Night City, because we're talking about expanding the world a bit. So, you know, everybody would want to see Morgan. What I wanted to do was when he came back, have people go, oh, damn, he's doing that? You know? So that's why you don't see him yet.
Okay. And someone said you wouldn't. Someone said you do not physically see Morgan Blackhand in the game, but they theorized that Mr. Blue Eyes.
Nope. Not Morgan. Nope.
Nope. He's not even his eyes and ears.
Nope. Ooh. No, Morgan's got. Okay, you got to understand how Morgan works.
Okay.
Morgan is still alive because Morgan years ago made sure that he was boring, not memorable, didn't stand out all that much, and so nobody really would notice. He'd be like the guy who got in the elevator with you and dropped his briefcase.
But he's still a legend, though.
But you got to know what he looks like, right? Most people, if I'm not wearing my sunglasses and I kept my mouth shut, I'm just another brother walking around. But
if you're in the know,
I'm in the know, But Morgan figured out a long time ago, yeah, you don't want to be James Bond. Everybody knows James Bond. And if your job is to kill people, you don't want them to go, oh my God, you're here to kill me. So Morgan would be typically you get into an elevator in a corporate building somewhere, and there's a guy who looks like he's, as people like to say, Morgan Blackhand looks like an accountant. That's a slogan at Cal. He actually looks kind of like George Clooney.
Okay.
But, George Clooney is a pretty, good looking, but, average guy. He's not too ugly, not too good looking, and he's going to be great when we start the movie, But Morgan would be the guy who was in the elevator with you and had a bunch of papers and dropped his briefcase, and it opened up, and you would not think other than, wow, what a goofball, as he pulled out a silenced pistol and shot you in the back 4 times.
Brutal.
And then he'd, you go, oh, sorry. And he'd be like, holding you up. You'd go, oh, that's my floor now. And you'd be dying. And everybody else in the elevator would go, what happened? And it goes, does anybody, hey, take care of him. I think he just had a heart attack. Morgan's out the door.
Oh, wow.
That's Morgan.
So the smoothest.
Morgan's job, as he said, I end up getting hired to kill people because I'm good at it, but I prefer to choose who I'm going to kill.
Fair enough.
So I don't play Morgan exactly as a character because it's all my world. So I play Morgan as much as I play Johnny, as much as I play Trace Santiago, any of these characters.
So with that, with especially lore-wise, with that being said, how would Morgan feel about the fall of Smasher? Because first off, Adam Smasher had nothing but hate and contempt, especially for Morgan Blackhand.
Oh, he still probably hates Morgan. Okay.
So for him to be taking that down by me.
Well, to be honest, Morgan would be laughing his butt off, much as he would. But he'd be as he's always looked at, Smasher Punk. When their final confrontation, what most people don't know is that when the building blew, Morgan used part of Smasher's body as a shield to get down to the ground floors. And that Adam was basically like the surfboard ride to the bottom of the Arasaka Towers for Morgan Blackhand.
And that brings in another thing a lot of folks finally caught on to, that when they show those Johnny's memories, it's like, yo, those memories are not real.
No. Johnny, 2 or 3 things. One, Johnny's memories are kind of messed with.
They're like redacted.
And they're redacted. And then also, Johnny has a tendency to see himself as the star of the movie. So he's not going to make himself look bad, right? So Johnny's in there. He's going to get once again, and he's all set. He's got the gun in the hand. And, Adam comes down the corner, and he's like, okay, it's better to, go down and burn out than to fade away. So he makes the run at Smasher, and Smasher just cuts him down because he's a freaking rocker with a huge gun. Yeah, Johnny is great, and he used to be military, but
he's not a military mind.
He's not Morgan, he's not even Santiago.
Ooh.
He might be getting on towards Rogue now, but it's actually just he got cut down. But Johnny is not going to see it that way. He's going to see it as he did heroic shit, and and Johnny, we're almost expecting him to see Smasher go, no, don't kill me, Rocker, but Johnny's not quite that delusional. There's a lot of stuff about Johnny that I would really love to one day go through. I wrote a story about Johnny as a 4-year-old kid that kind of gives you a picture of what he became.
Because it had to start somewhere, right?
It started somewhere, and Johnny basically is emotionally wrecked. And the reason he loves Alt isn't just because she's really hot. He loves Alt because Alt, in the middle of all of this shit, is utterly calm. She's going, okay, tell me about it. And, he's like, ah, and she's going, okay, so what are we going to do? Let's deal with it. And, part of it also is Alt's got an IQ of about 170. So, she's smart. She's so much smarter than Johnny anyway. But, Johnny doesn't have to be a rocket scientist any more than Elvis did. He's there to, give the message. He's there to entertain.
Mm-hmm.
And he's there to use the entertainment to give the message again.
All right. Well, folks, there you have it.
There you have it.
That's coming from the man. Again, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to talk to me, to talk to your fans.
To you, man.
And this has been Mike Pondsmith at Accent Plug 2024. Did it again.
Yep.